back to the House of Randomness. I am here with my special guest, CrashOverride from Crash's Game Corner.
Hey everyone.
And we're doing my very first unboxing video today. Today we're doing the XFX Radeon RX 480. This is an 8GB video card that, according to the store I bought it from last night, they said this just came out last week. So this is like XFX's latest thing. Now, of course, Crash here thinks I'm a bloomin' idiot because he's a hardcore NVIDIA guy and he's got a GTX 970.
I've had good luck with them, man.
So how's the 970 run for you?
It runs great. I mean, I can play any game, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher 3, any game I want.
Now, we were doing a playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight recently, and we were watching that on your computer, and you're running the 970 on what? You're running on i5? i7, and how much RAM is in your rig?
8 gigs of RAM.
8 gigs. And I'll tell you what, guys, this thing was running so buttery smooth, it was unreal.
Even though it's a PC port, which is horrible, even though I've defended it in the past, which I don't know why the 970 before they patched it was basically shit, but who cares? It runs good now.
Of course, we all know how that whole debacle turned out with the PC port of Arkham Knight, even though they say it's fixed, it's really not. So, anyway, so we're going to unbox this one. We just got it last night. According to the box, it says it has 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM and is saying that is VR ready. So, that's a pretty healthy statement.
Who cares about VR, really? I mean, really, does anyone out there really care about VR?
You'd be surprised. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so inside here you got your basic cardboard box.
Yeah, but if you look right here, I
if you look on here,
peek a little bit, but no, it's got the XFX logo right there. Actually, on it, it's nice
in the cardboard, and it's packed really well. You can't really shake it around, you can't really mess up anything inside, so that's kind of nice. So now we open this up, and inside here you've got the first box, which has it's got, of course, your installation guide, which, of course, anybody needs. You got your drivers, and it says, do not install the drivers until after you have the hardware hooked up.
And really, this is kind of a little bit of a tip for most people out there. Don't use these. Don't use them. You can go to AMD's website, and you can download the drivers for yourself.
And you can actually probably get more updated drivers than what's actually on the desk.
Exactly. A lot of times, these are good for like older stuff, like if you're running like a Rage or something. This is good to have, but nowadays don't worry about this. Now
this also comes with an adapter, and this is a 8-pin plug, and it goes to 2 6s. And you don't have to use this exact cord. In fact, I'm using one that came with my power supply, which is a Supernova G2 850, which is fully modular. Definitely recommend it because it's awesome. And it has an 8-pin to an 8-pin cord, so we'll just use that instead.
Yeah, I would say with these, only use them if you have to. If you don't, then I'd just throw it away. But that's me.
So now we come to the actual beast itself. Holy crap, this thing is big.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, this thing is huge. Look at this.
But you want it, actually, you want it to be pretty big, so it gives you plenty of cooling.
So this has 2 heatsink fans on it. And the interesting thing I was reading about this is that these are actually hard swappable. You can actually remove these fans and replace them. Just click them out, and you click another one in, and you're good to go.
That's actually pretty neat. That's a nice little feature.
In fact, this is the first one I've ever seen that actually had that feature.
Exactly.
And then if you look on the edge, you've got the XFS logo. You got a bunch of heatsink pipes that are running in here.
Your copper cores and everything.
And then on the back, you've got the XFX logo, which is kind of nice.
And that's actually really nice. If you look right here, it's got a nice little back plate on it, which makes it to where your components are not exposed.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it is nice with the fans because one's red and one's white. And they say that there's actually mods that you can get for this, for like LEDs and different color fans and stuff like that. Also.
Probably something you're going to do.
More than likely.
Oh, yeah.
Because anybody who's ever seen my rig, it's all lit blue on the inside. Probably because I'm such a PlayStation nerd. But on the top you've got the 8-pin port for the power.
And that's actually pretty nice because my 970 I have at home takes one 8-pin and one 7-pin.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know why, but nowadays they're starting to get a lot better with the power consumption.
But yeah, this one looks like it's just got the one port on. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. And then on the back you've got your...
That's a DVI connector.
DVI. And then you've got...
Let me see that real quick, and we'll see about these.
And then you got HDMI outputs on there too, as well as DP.
Well, if it
ports.
wants to come out. Yeah. I hate these. Okay.
That's fine.
That is a display port. So it looks like it's got 3 of these. Yep, 3 display ports right here. Well, right where my finger was. It's got your DVI, your display ports, and let's see what this is. Might be mini display. Nope, that is HDMI.
Which is good because I kind of cheat on monitors and I kind of just output it to my TV via HDMI because I just like a big screen.
Well, my monitor at home is HDMI, so
awesome.
That's actually a good thing.
And you actually run 2 displays.
I do, and they're both regular computer displays, but one of them is a 28-inch AOC, which runs off of HDMI. I actually have my Xbox One hooked up to it as well.
Okay.
And then my other one is done through display. Or, sorry, not display port, but the DVI. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you're not having sound running through it because you have sound running through your speakers, so you don't really... It's not really necessary for HDMI.
Well, the HDMI is what runs my sound. I have the sound going through the HDMI and then it goes out to my normal speakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know whenever I
show that
mine goes directly to the TV and it runs both audio and video.
Yeah. Well, that's because most of your sound, it's not actually going through like anything in the computer. It's actually going through just your 3D card, which most of them nowadays do have a sound card built in.
Right. So now this one is a PCI Express card. So this fits right in your PCIe slot. And when you plug it in, if you look on the end that's got the XFX logo on it, when it's turned on, that lights up, which a lot of video cards nowadays do because they like to show off. They're just kind of nerdy like that.
Well, they want them to look pretty. They want to make it to where if you have a side panel that's all clear, you can actually see it.
Kind of like free advertising if you go to a LAN party or a convention.
Exactly. They're thinking smart.
But that is the XFX Radeon RX 480 8 gig.
You bought the card, you can't even remember that?
Monster computer. I just bought this thing last night. This thing is probably one of the biggest video cards I have ever run across, just because it's such a beast.
Well,
and this thing actually only ran $289. That's all this thing costs is $289.
Well, $289. That's actually not a bad price.
I
I would say
GTX 1070s and 1080s are running at least what, $450 now.
They are, but I really don't understand the price. Why they're so damn expensive?
Why is Nvidia so much higher than Radeon? What is Nvidia?
I think it's
hiding.
Probably something to do with the performance. Most of the time, these are not built for massive performance. These are mainly built for your everyday person. NVIDIA, a lot of times, especially with their bigger cards, are designed for the geeky people like me that want the performance, and we will pay the price.
This one is supposed to be a gaming card, so we'll see.
Any graphics card will say it is.
Gaming certified by XFX.
We shall see.
It's certified by their own in-house lab, so of course they're going to say that. But the proof's going to be in the pudding, because I'll be putting this into my rig, which is running an AMD 4.1 gigahertz processor with 16 gigs of RAM. Push-pull heatsink on the cooler, just because I don't like overheating, because I had a stock cooler on my CPU last year, and it turns out that after about a year of running this thing, it would just shut off on its own, and I thought it was kind of weird, so I turned it on and then it came back off again. So Crash came over and looked at it. He pulls the heatsink off. He goes, "Dude, where's your thermal paste?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "It's all gone."
Well,
what are you talking about? So we look in there, and sure enough, the pad that came with it, it wasn't really paste, it was a pad. The pad pretty much disintegrated. Fortunately, the CPU had survived, so We installed the Cooler Master Side-on 120 onto it.
Yeah,
with radiator.
Yeah.
And went liquid cool on it.
Liquid, yeah.
And it's actually been running pretty consistently ever since.
Oh, even with me, I have a dual, because of the i7 and what I do, I have it dual radiated, liquid cooled, and it works very well. I actually say that. Well, I would say go with liquid cooling if you can. Air cooling if you want a cheap alternative, but
liquid cooling is definitely the way to go. If you don't want to mess around with all the liquids and the custom piping, you can get self-contained systems that are really easy to put on. Most of them require next to nothing to be able to put on there.
And I'm pretty sure most of the people who are watching this video, at least wanting to see what this thing looks like, they probably know a little bit about that. But
yeah,
to anyone out there that doesn't know, definitely liquid cooling. You can do it where it's self-contained, and you just have your radiator, your fans, and you just basically plug it in. It's really simple. They are easy as hell to install. They're not that difficult.
We're going to put this bad boy in the rig, and then we're going to run some tests on it, and probably put it through its paces and see how well it does, and then we'll have a follow-up afterwards.
Yeah. We'll do a follow-up video later on. Because I'd say give it about a week, man. Give it about a week or two. Test it. You got my Steam library, so you can test some games.
Yep. We're gonna try it with either. I'd probably do either GTA or Batman Arkham Knight, because those should be a pretty good bench test for it.
Well, we could probably even do the Evil Within. I know it's a little bit older, but it is pretty graphic intense. You can test it with that. We could even do Crisis 3 if we wanted to.
That would be a good one, because everyone knows how Crisis loves eating video cards.
Yes.
Especially when the first one came out. Oh, people were pissed.
Well,
they were crying out that their computer couldn't handle it because this thing was a beast of a program.
Ah, well, who cares? It runs better now.
So, this is the unboxing. This, like I said, is running $289 right now. I got it at Best Buy, and that's the stock price. This wasn't on sale, and I'd give it a shot.
Well, I'd say definitely try it out, man. See if it's any good. Tell me what you think. You never know. You might get me over to Radeon later on.
So, what do you guys think? Yay for NVIDIA? Yay for Radeon? Which one do you like? Put your thoughts down below in the comment. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe for more information. For right now, this is Midnight Banshee, my special guest, CrashOverride, and we will see you guys next time.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye for now.